about every cowboy in the country is a student of Dee's. He has a passion for beef safety and then now beef quality that very few people could ever muster up.
We represent a heritage of stewardship of livestock and land like no other industry in the world. I feel undeserving in that respect because there are just so many people that have made this work. When a consumer walks in a store, you know, they buy it because they like it. They buy it because the price is right. It's convenient. It tastes good. But the NCBA's position has always been they should never, ever have to worry about the safety of the food we bring to the table. In the early 80s, it became apparent that there were some residue issues in the food supply of the United States. I worked for the Hitch Enterprises at the time. They were a big operation, and Mr. Hitch called me in, said, I want you to come in, I want to talk to you about a meeting we're having with the USDA. And it dealt with residues. He said, young man, and at that time I was, don't ever let this happen again. We've spent 100 years, generations building a good name, and we're not going to lose it over a couple of $500 calves. And I set out to figure out what went wrong. Our issues were with label, use of products outside the label. And we started looking at ways to test these animals before they went to slaughter. With that came a 40-page agreement with the government, and after a couple of years, it worked really, really well. And Richard McDonald at the Texas Cattle Feeders took that 40-page document, summarized it into something that would fit on a 3x5 note card, which included the 6 bullet points, all the things that we know we should do. And literally, that became the foundation, 6 points for the BQA we know today. And it was sometime later in the 90s, before the light bulb finally went on. You know, and the light goes on when somebody says, you know, if a cow never gets sick, they're not going to have a residue. There's not going to be no injection sites, there's going to be no blemishes. And it was at that point in time the NCBA handed animal care to the mission of the BQA. I work on the genetic performance, the God-given ability of that cow. And if I don't treat that cow like the special creature from God she is, I don't get to take advantage of that.
Dee Griffin has been pivotal in the development and maintenance of the Beef Quality Assurance Program. He's a great motivational speaker. He has a passion for beef quality assurance that is beyond anybody else that I would know.
If it ain't right, make it right. And that's literally the epitaph of cattlemen. And for the last 30 years, I've been trying to help them make it right.